Class 1 and welcome back for another science lesson. So we have learned a lot about my body already, and today we are going to learn even more. We will learn how do I use my body. All of our body parts, we will learn how we use them. But first, here are some tricky body parts. Can you remember these words? So let's play a little game. I need you to try at home. Mr. Tommy will point to a word and I want you to say the word, okay? Mr. Tommy cannot hear, but try your best at home, okay? I will point. What are these? What is this? What about this? What are these? What about this? And what about this? Okay. Mr. Tommy will say now, knees. These are my knees. Shoulders. Shoulders. Neck. This is my neck. Chest. Elbow. Elbow. And belly. Belly. Stomach or belly. Okay. We also learned about how we use our hands, and your drawings were beautiful for how you used your hands. So some examples of how we use our hands are: I write with my hands. I brush my teeth with my hands. I chop the onion. I cook with my hands. I eat with my hands. I think he's eating sushi. I eat sushi with my hands. And I play the iPad. I use the iPad. I learn on Zoom with my hands. Well, today we are going to learn about how we use all of our body. So yes, we talked about how we use our hands, but today we will talk about hands and feet and legs and shoulders and mouth and head and what we do with all of these body parts. So here are some examples. This man is juggling like this. Mr. Tommy cannot juggle. Can you juggle? Maybe you can show me when we come back to school. So I can juggle with my hands and my eyes. So I need to look and make sure I can catch the balls. I can do this. Do you know what is this called? It's called the hula hoop. And it's a special word we learned already. What body part does she use to hula hoop? She uses her waist. I hula hoop. I do the hula hoop with my waist. This boy, he is catching the ball. So again, he uses his hand and he catches the ball. We really do use our hands for a lot. This boy is painting, and again, he's using his hands. She is doing, I think, Taekwondo. Lots of students in ACEP do Taekwondo, and she is using her feet. This girl is skateboarding, and again, skateboarding is something you do with your feet. Wow, he's using really all of his body. So he has to jump so high, and he needs to go over this pole, and he needs to use all his body. He uses his head, his shoulders, his bum, his belly, his legs. All of his body parts need to jump over. Wow. And I never did this before. It's not a bicycle. It's only got one wheel, and she's using her feet, and she has to balance with her arms. So she's using her feet, legs, and arms to ride the unicycle, I think it's called. It's not a bicycle, it's a unicycle. Okay, so there's some examples of what we do with our body. Parents, I will also post some videos. So there's some pretty cool videos about how we use our body parts. Please watch them too. Videos are better than pictures, so that's why I post the videos as well. So if you really want to help the students understand and to learn more about how we use our bodies, please watch the YouTube videos too. Now, what body part is being used? So, for the exam, for the workbook, a very important skill for the students to know is to say what body part. They need to identify the body part being used. So let's look at these photos, these pictures, and see what body part is being used. She is smelling the flower. She has a lovely flower. What body part do you smell the flower with? Do you smell with your ear? No. Do you smell with your eye? No. You smell with your nose. She is using her nose. She is taking a photo. What body part is she using? Is she using her shoulder? Is she using her chest? Is she using her ear? No, she's using her eyes. Good. So she uses her eyes and she goes click. And she uses her fingers too. Click, click. So eyes and finger. What about this one? He is skateboarding. And again, he's using his feet, but he's also using his arms to balance. So if he did not use his arms, maybe he will fall very easily. But the most important part is his feet and then his arms. She is cutting. She's cutting like you did for science the last lesson. What body part is she using? She's using her hands. Very good. What about this guy? He's listening to music. What body part is he using? He's using his ears. Very good. And she is blowing up a balloon. What body part is she using? She's using her mouth. Very good. She's using her mouth. Okay, so those are some body parts that we use. And now I have a suggestion. Maybe at home you can try some experiments. So normally we will do this together in school and it's very, very funny. So I want to give you the chance to try it at home. Students, I want you to try to do these easy things. All of these things are easy, but you cannot use one body part. So it's difficult when you cannot use a body part. The first one, can you run without using your arms? So normally you will run like this, but can you run like this with no arms? Maybe you can try at home. Number two, can you climb the stairs without bending your knees? So when you climb up the stairs, can you climb without bending your knees? So you have to keep your knee and your legs straight like this. Can you walk with your legs straight like this? Why not try it at home? I think it will be fun. Can you catch a ball or eraser without using your arms and your legs? Right, your arms and your hands. So it's easy to catch with your hands, but can you catch with no hands? So put your hands behind your back and can you catch? Maybe you can catch it like that. Maybe you can catch it with your knees. Maybe you can catch it with your t-shirt. I don't know. You try. So you try and catch with no hands. That sounds so difficult. If you can, maybe you can send me a video. I would love to see, but we can try it when we're back in school too. Wait, no, we don't want to go yet. Let's go back. Can you write your name without using your hands? So year one are doing such beautiful writing, but can you write without your hands? How can you write with no hands? Can you write like this? Can you write like this? Can you write with your foot? Try to write without your hand and see if it's easy or difficult. I think it will be very, very difficult. And then the last one, can you drink water without using your hands? So if you have your water bottle, normally you will use your hand and you will drink the water. Can you try that without your hands? What body part could you use? Maybe you could use your elbows and you could lift the water bottle like that. Maybe you could use one elbow and lift the water bottle like that. Very, very tricky. So parents, this is just an idea for some fun at home. If you can try it, I think it would be fun for you to do. And we will try this when we get back to school because we will have fun together doing that. Okay, so now let's talk about the workbook. Workbook pages 5 and 6. You need to pick the body part they are using. So the first picture, he is playing the drums, bum, 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 on the drums. And the two body parts you have are hands, feet. Is he using his hands or his feet to play the drum? If you think it's hands, please circle hands. If you think it's drums, please circle. If you think it's feet, please circle feet. She is playing the hula hoop. She's going around and around with the hula hoop. Is she using her neck or her waist? You circle the correct word. He is doing rollerblading. Is he using his arms or is he using his legs? Now here you could say he's using his arms and his legs, but the most important body part he is using is his legs. So he's using his arms a little bit, but he's really using his legs, so we will circle legs. So he uses legs the most. She is playing tennis. Tennis. Is she using her arm or her shoulder? Is she using her arm or her shoulder? Now again, you could say she uses her shoulder a little bit, but mostly she's using her arm. When she plays the tennis, she goes like this and this and this. So yes, she uses her shoulder, but the most she uses is her arm. So we will say arm. So please circle arm for this one. She is blowing up the balloon. Does she use her mouth or does she use her fingers? She holds the balloon with her fingers, but for the blowing, she will use her mouth. So we will say mouth. And the last one, he will kick the ball. Does he kick the ball with his fingers or does he kick the ball with his foot? Up to you. I think that's an easy one. Fingers or foot. Circle the correct answer. Okay, and the last part is your worksheet. My body. Look at all these things my body can do. So you have 6 boxes, and in each box I want you to draw a picture of you using your body. Box number 1, my hands can. What can your hands do? Brush your teeth? Good. Draw, brush your teeth. My hands can play iPad. You will draw iPad again. My feet can. What can your feet do? My feet can dance. My feet can kick the ball. You will draw a picture of you using your feet. My nose can. What can your nose do? Maybe you can draw a picture of your nose smelling a lovely flower. My ears can. What can your ears do? Your ears can listen. Maybe you can draw a picture of you listening to music. My mouth can. Your mouth can do a lot of things. Your mouth can talk. Your mouth can eat. Your mouth can blow the balloon like the girl in the picture. So you draw, what can your mouth do? What do you do with your mouth? My waist can. That's a tricky one, but we have the example of the hula hoop. So I want you to think about what your waist can do, and you will draw it in here. So I'm looking forward to seeing the beautiful drawing, and please don't forget to color as well. So that's everything we have for science this week. So you have 3 activities to do. Try your experiments at home, workbook page 5 and 6, and we have this worksheet. So well done again, boys and girls. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have fun with the experiments, and good luck with your workbook and your worksheet. Mr. Tommy will see you very soon, okay? Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.